Hello. So, I've been in a recent mood to where I've been making a lot of videos, and I wanted to do this one for a long time, and I felt like if there's any time to do it, it would be now. What if the Angry Birds were in Smash? So, for the jabs, it would be Red pecking, and then Red doing a lot of pecks. The dash attack would be Chuck dashing forward, essentially being just a teleport. The up tilt would be the blues popping up and doing damage above them. For the forward tilt, it would be Hal lunging forward. For the down tilt, it would be Matilda dropping an egg, the egg exploding. For the aerials, it would be Bubbles. For a neutral arrow, it would be Bubbles puffing up. For the down arrow, it would be Terrence falling down. For the up air, it would be Chuck doing like a swift motion so fast you can't actually see him. For the back air, it would be Hal in a circle. It would be Hal doing a spin in a circle. For the forward air, it would be Red sitting there and then screaming loudly. And now it's time for the specials. For a neutral special, it would be Bomb exploding like this, and then laughing. This would have a lot of start and end lag with Bomb having to blow up and him laughing at the end. For the forward special and the down special, it would be the slingshot. When you use the forward special, it would show Red in the slingshot. How this works is when you use the down special, it would cycle through the birds. And when you want to use their power, just tap the special button again, and it'll use it. Hit just like Angry Birds. So for Red, it would just be him screaming. The blues, they would split into three. You can jump out of it to act out of it, but the other two blues would still keep going until they would either fall into the blast zone or hit something. Chuck's, instead of going fast, what he'll do is he'll home into the nearest opponent. Bless you. Sorry, someone sneezed. For bombs, he would go through the air and explode. It would be a very tiny explosion, not doing very much damage. For Matilda's, she'll just lay an egg under herself. For Hal's, he'll come backwards until either he's flown for half a second or collides with another player or an obstacle. For Terrence has super armor. And don't get hit by Terrence, don't try and shield Terrence, and don't try and counter Terrence. Also, I don't care if the drawings are bad. I don't really care how they look unless I'm drawing the Angry Birds. So you might be wondering, what's stopping me from just using Terrence? Well, how it works is when you use a bird, they can't be used again, and you have to use all the birds until you can use them again. Continuing, it would be Bubbles. He would puff up like that. Stella, this one's kind of weird. How it work is she'd spawn two random pieces of rubble next to her and then drop them, doing damage to foes. For hold on, I don't. Oh yeah. And then the uppy, he would be Matilda laying an egg and flying. For the grabs, Hal would grab and Stella would pummel with her bubble wand, hitting the foe. I'm not going to draw characters anymore because it's gone really hard at that point, so just imagine foes or something, I don't know. Their up throw would be the foe in a bubble, and Chuck doing another little dash once again so fast you can't see him. For the forward throw, it would have red come in and knock the foe. For the back throw, it would Hal come in and knock them backwards. And for the down throw, Stella would disappear and Terrence would crush them. For the final smash, it would have all the birds gang up around the foe and start doing massive damage. But if they're at 100% or more, the mighty eagle would come down, granting the birds an instant victory and leaving nothing else in his path. For the classic mode, it would be see green, get mean. They would fight characters in their green alts, and the final boss would be Marks due to him being very colorful, including green. For the victory animations, it would have all of the birds standing around a red background with 3 stars. And just imagine they have like hair and beaks and stuff, because I feel like that would be really hard to draw. So just imagine that symbolism. I got really tired after drawing all of this, so it would be akin to the victory animation from Angry Birds 2. And I want it to be to where if you kill the foe with a specific Angry Bird, it has a 50-50 chance of being either this or specific animations for all of the birds. For reds, it would just be red, and then some pigs drop, more pigs, and it would zoom in on red head yelling. For the blues, it would have them being like a skate ramp, and then they go down, and then zoom in on all of the blues stacked together. For Chucks, it would have him mocking you by waving his tongue around, and then he would run into a wall. For Bombs, he would sit there, explode, and then laugh. For Matilda's, it would just simply show her sitting there, her watering her plants. For Hal's, he'll just be swinging around from left to right, eventually hitting the camera and putting cracks in it. For Terrence, he'll just sit there, looking down on you. For Bubbles, it would show him, and then he would puff up. And finally, for Stella's, it would show Stella, Luca, Poppy, Gale, and Willow all together. So that does it for what if the Angry Birds were in Smash. I really hope and do think the Angry Birds have somewhat of a fair chance of getting into Smash due to, I don't remember who said, but someone at the Nintendo team saying that they did wish they invented Angry Birds due to it being so simple, and Angry Birds easily being probably the most popular mobile game ever. So goodbye, and please like and subscribe.